All right, welcome back, guys. This is Jack Bonfire Locks bringing you guys four more picks. This day we're going in the MLB or NBA game one of the finals. So it's June 5th. As always, please like, subscribe, comment. Helps out a ton. Takes 2 seconds and is free. We got cooked after going 10-0 in VIP. We've been getting just cooked all around. I think we're now like 2-6, something like that. Yeah, it's just bad. Just getting smoked. 3-0 smoke. Milwaukee, Cincinnati, that should have gone under. They hit a 3-run home run in the top of the ninth. Brutal. This game wasn't even close. Houston, just terrible. The player prop picks smoked yesterday. The only good things, the ladder started off hot. That hit in the third, like halfway through the third. So that was good. And Baltimore money line. Oh no, this isn't Baltimore. This is Mets money line. Dude, my brain has been absolutely fried. This is the Mets money line. Baltimore money line was the other day. Yeah, my brain getting cooked. But we got the NBA finals back. So that's good. Stanley Cup playoffs, phenomenal. Wasn't able to watch. I only saw a little bit of the game yesterday, but I mean, a 3-3 OT game. That's kind of how you want the Stanley Cup playoffs to start. That's as good as it gets. You have 3 goals in the first period. Marchand scored. We had, if you watched our stream yet the other day, I talked about how I don't know why I didn't end up taking it. One of my favorite plays was Marchand to get a point, and he scored right away. So that was great. So some of the guys that watched the stream yesterday, they took that play. So yeah, so it was great. Well, Stanley Cup playoffs are great. We got the NBA Finals tonight. Bet's been getting cooked. So tailor your own risk, but hopefully we can bounce back. Sometimes, after a win, after a ton of wins, you get some losses, and after a bunch of losses, you should get some wins. So hopefully, if you're watching it now, we do well today. So yeah, let's go over to the picks. This must be PA. Let me add. So our first play is we're looking at Harkenstein, and we are going under his PRA. So he started the playoffs hot. He played really well against Denver. You can see here, matched up well, and then kind of struggled against Minnesota. And I wouldn't even honestly say struggled. He's still a great player, but his numbers just gone down. Shai's kind of taken over the spot. So I don't see Harkenstein putting up big numbers, especially 2. Miles Turner's very good. Pascal Siakam kind of moves around in the key sometimes. Rebounding, Tyrese has been pretty solid on. So my first play of the NBA Finals is and for today's video, we're doing 3 player prop picks, and then I'm taking a side on the spread over on Player Profit, our GOAT. So we are taking Harkenstein under 18 PRA. Again, you can see here last 5, he's gone under this every time. He hasn't really come close in his last 3 games. He was here, but his points have gone down. His numbers, his rebounds kind of stay really around 5, 6. He doesn't really get any assists, which is shocking for a big man. Sometimes you can get those, you get the rebound, like nice little push out. But again, that's why I'm taking first pick Harkenstein under 18 PRA. Now the other 2 picks are on the other side of the ball. So we're looking at Tyrese more than 17.5 points. Again, you can see here, he either puts up a ton or doesn't, or it's either flies over or it's not close. He averages 19 with a median of 20. But I think he will play well against the Thunder. They need him to score. If they have any shot at winning this game, he's going to be the one that steps up. I also think he's going to be kind of pissed that he didn't win MVP for the Eastern Conference Finals. I know players say that those awards don't matter, but it is an ego thing. It's like anyone. If you think you're better, you love playing with your boy. but you think you're better than him and he gets the award, it's still going to take you off. So I think Tyrese will play very well. I think he'll get a lot of points. And like I said, they're going to need him to score. Now he will jack up a ton of threes. I see this game. They're going to need him to hit the threes. They're going to need to fall. So again, that's why I got Tyrese Halliburton, second pick, more than 17.5 points. Now, the third player prop pick that we have is we're looking at Pascal Siakam more than 19.5 points. Now, I talked about too in Harkenstein with Siakam kind of gets into the key a lot. He gets some good rebounds. He's also kind of like a, do or die player where he either puts up 30 or literally teens. It's one or the other. Do I think he's going to hit 30? No, I think he'll have really around 25 points because, again, it's going to come down to him and Tyrese. Tyrese is going to have a big game. Pascal is going to have a big game. Now, one thing you could do to kind of hedge against, okay, maybe you think one of them will get a lot of points, the other one will get assists or rebounds, is take Tyrese points, and then you could look at Pascal Siakam. What's his points, rebounds, assists could also be because he'll get some rebounds. Actually, doesn't get like any assists, so maybe just stick with his points. Right, he's kind of closer, yeah. So maybe you want Pascal on the PRA, but again, the 3 picks for player prop picks I'm taking. Tyrese, sorry, I forgot I have an alarm set. Tyrese Halliburton, more than 17 points. Pascal Siakam, more than 19 points. Isaiah Harkenstein, less than 18 PRA. Now, if you're still here, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We're one person away from 700 subscribers, so it'd mean a lot if we can cross that. I really want to get to, I originally wanted to get to 1,000 by the NFL season. I don't think 1,000 subscribers is going to happen. It is still possible. It is possible to get 1,000 subscribers by NFL season. We'll see. That is still my goal. I want to get 1,000 YouTube subs by the NFL season. But every sub counts. Every sub is great. Like, subscribe, comment, share this with your boys. And then before we get into player profit pick, those of you who don't know player profit, it is sports trading. It is what pretty much myself and all of our members in the Discord use. And pretty much it allows you to increase your bankroll. You buy a package up front ranging from $30 all the way pro 100,000 is 1,500. But pro gives you more leeway on the amount you can risk. And it's great because for any size unit better, anytime I get like a sports betting account, I put, minimum $500 in right away. Right. Someone put that in, and that's at most that, I can get, right. I put in $500, maybe there's like a bonus involved that I can get extra bonuses, but that's the money I'm playing with. However, with no matter how well I do, I can keep winning, I get that, but it's not like going to expand. However, with player profit, you buy this package up front. Say it's for me, who I always do $500. So $500, I get this $25,000 bankroll. Pay the $500, get the bankroll. Then if I pass these challenges, 20 picks, don't lose 10% bankroll in a day. Want to know how to beat that challenge? Just don't bet 10 units in a day. That's all you have to do. Don't bet 10 units in a day, and you don't have to worry about this one. Max drawdown, don't lose 15% of your bankroll. I've had the same accounts for like 3 months now, 4 months. Haven't hit the 15 mark. Now, to get into the next phase, you got to hit 20% profit target, right? Hit 20% profit target, then you move into the phase 2. Phase 2, it's just the same thing all over again. Again, beat the max daily loss by not risking 10 units in a day. You don't have to worry about that. Don't lose 15 units overall. And then again, hit 20%. And then once you're funded, you get to keep 70% of the profits. Like I said, you pay $500 up front, which you normally would anyways, if you're in, if you're getting a new sports betting account, and then you get a $25,000 bankroll, which is crazy. And that's why I think player profit's great. I wouldn't partner with someone who I don't believe in, and I think they're great. I love using them. And the other thing too, I know a lot of people have asked me, they're like, hey, like I'm between like, a $5,000 and a $10,000 account. Price isn't really an issue. Get the higher one because you're doing the same challenge, right? Like I had someone who got funded in the 5,000, and now she's like, okay, no, I'm gonna use like the winnings to try to get a higher one. And it's also great too, people who are like they need better betting discipline. Get one of these accounts. It really forces you to, again, like I said, don't bet 10 units a day. Some people just throw money all over the place. It forces you to kind of hone in. You're like, okay, I don't want to lose the account. So how do I kind of only really select the picks that I think are the best? And it really makes you bet better, kind of with those like pretty much built-in guardrails. So I highly recommend it. I have multiple accounts. I love using it. I know our members too. We have multiple members who have passed the phases and have gotten funded. So again, to join the Discord too. You can ask me any questions on there if you have it. And if you use my code Bonfire, the link's in the description below. You get so let's see if I take the $100,000. This one's $1,000. If you use my code Bonfire, you get 10% off. So this ends up you get $100 off. It's really only not $900. So we have a ton of people who've gotten the 100K accounts. And two, if you get one of these higher accounts, I think it's 10. Is it 10,000? Yeah, 10,000, 25, 50, 100K. Then you get the rest of the summer VIP picks for free. So we have people who have done that too. You get the rest of our VIP picks for the summer for free to kind of gear us up into the NFL season. So take advantage of this stuff. Yeah. And so now, again, for looking at the spreads for game one NBA Finals, we got OKC minus 9.5. Game total at 2:31. What time is this? This is a military time. So the game's at 8:30. Okay. So I really like the Pacers here. Do I think OKC is going to win? Yes, I do think OKC is going to win. However, just 9.5 in any game is just way too much. Pacers are going to come out of the gate. They play game ones very, very strong. Pretty sure it's game 3 that they pretty much lose every time. Again, do I think they're going to win? Probably not. But giving me the Pacers with 9.5 points, I think is great. I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that I don't think the Timberwolves were really that great. I think Pacers actually line up equivalent more with the Nuggets, who the Nuggets played, Thunder very closely. I think the T-Wolves weren't as great, which is why I'm putting $1,000. Again, I have $100,000 account. I'm putting $1,000 on Pacers plus 9.5. There we go. Yeah. So again, make sure if you made it all the way here, like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to make sure to put on notifications too, but definitely subscribe. I'm going to be posting more. I gotta start doing it, posting more betting videos overall on YouTube, kind of explaining different strategies. I want to, wait for the NFL season, but I'm going to start making these, again, posting more videos about sports betting, different strategies. Again, I've been in the industry for over 10 years. So I've seen a lot, and anything I don't know, I try to learn. Also, to join the Discord, you get a free month of VIP in the Discord, and we have people talking about different games. I always talk about I focus on the 4 major sports as well as college basketball and college football. Those are kind of the ones I focus on. But we have people in there talking about tennis, WNBA. We have multiple people from Canada, so they talk about like the Canadian Football League, which I'm excited about. I think one of the first games tonight, so I might start taking some of those bets. Follow me on Kick as well. We started to do some live streams. I'll play some blackjack, play some slots, answer any questions about sports betting. And we started to do like kind of like the chat pick of the day. We've hit twice now, pretty much. We had one guy gave us Padres money line plus money the other day, and then I was talking about Marshawn on the points, which we talked about, and the guys took that, and that hit yesterday too as well. So follow me in that. Again, join the Discord. All my socials are in there. Yeah, I appreciate you listening. Have a good one. Peace.